Installing your Smooth Move suspension is a simple process that can be completed in a matter of minutes. The kit includes the suspension with swivel attached, a seat mounting plate, a pedestal, and hardware bag. You'll also need a 7/16" socket wrench and a drill with the appropriate bit to remove the existing base from the boat. We'll begin by removing the seat cushion from the pedestal, and from there we're going to remove the swivel and/or slide from the bottom of the seat cushion. Make sure to keep the bolts that attach the swivel to the bottom of the seat. You'll need these bolts later to attach the black mounting plate provided in the kit. If you have a removable pedestal, remove it from the pedestal base. Next, we're going to remove the existing pedestal base from the boat floor by removing the 6 screws around it. Make sure to keep these screws because you're going to need them later. Now we'll remove the original seat pedestal and place the new pedestal over the holes where your original pedestal was, and use the original screws to attach to the floor. Place the swivel that is attached to the bottom of the suspension over the pedestal and tighten the swivel to the pedestal just tight enough to secure it while still allowing for 360-degree rotation. Place the black mounting plate onto the bottom of your existing seat cushion. Make sure that the 4 bushings, one on each corner, are facing away from the seat cushion. There are a series of slanted holes on the mounting plate that you'll line up with the holes on the bottom of your seat to get the best fit for the plate. Using the bolts or screws from your original seat, fasten the cushion to the plate. Now we're ready to mount the seat to the suspension. On the one side, pull the black lever along the side of the rail, and the opposite side, cut the zip tie. Slide the rails forward to expose the 2 holes on the end of both rails. Line up the bushings on the black mounting plate to the holes on the end of the slide rails. Using the bolts and washers provided in your kit, place the 2 bolts through the 2 holes at the end of the slide rail and hand tighten to attach the seat cushion. Slide the suspension the other direction and secure the other 2 bolts. When the bolts are hand tight, slide the rails back and forth 4 or 5 times in order to square up the rails, ensuring a smooth slide. Once the rails have been squared up, slide one side of the rails just out far enough to tighten the bolts with the socket wrench. Then carefully slide the rails the other way just enough to tighten the bolts on the other side. Check to make sure that the rails are sliding smoothly, and now your installation is complete. Here are a few tips on how to use your Smooth Moves air suspension. Pulling the black lever at the top of the suspension out away from the suspension will allow you to slide the seat back and forth. The black lever at the very bottom of the seat is the locking mechanism for the swivel. Lifting up on it will unlock the swivel, allowing the seat to turn. If you need to remove your suspension from the pedestal, unlock the swivel, loosen the wing nut, pull the safety clip away from the swivel, and then lift the suspension off. If you're doing this alone, place a small piece of cardboard behind the safety clip to allow you to lift with both hands. The round knob in the center of the suspension controls the air pressure. Pushing the button in while plugged into a 12-volt power source will add air, and pulling the button out will release air. You only need a power source when you're adding air. All right, after you have the pressure set to your comfort level, you can unplug it from the power source and store. Now keep in mind, it is normal for this to seep air over time. If you have any questions regarding your suspension, please contact us at 888-583-2701. Enjoy the ride.